Moving on. How can I develop a vibrato?
I love this question.
Well, good. You take it. So I'm done with it.
Yes. So, Lisa, vibrato a lot of times will come naturally when you have a very relaxed vocal instrument. You know, your larynx is relaxed and you're not putting too much pressure on your vocal cords. If you want to encourage it, I would not recommend using the word make vibrato, force vibrato. But if you want to encourage it, literally shake your hands. And while you're singing, it creates a shake in your voice.
I will be honest, when I first heard that, I've seen that a couple of times and I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would that matter? Until I heard it come from a vocal coach professor at Berkeley. And she explained it and she was telling us that that it's actually, it has to do with like where it's located in the brain, right? I should probably describe this better.
One of my favorite stories is that I was a pre-med neuroscience major before I went to musical theater. I know. So yeah, this is my jam. But in your motor cortex, which controls all your movement, the part of your brain that is about your hands, this really works. I know, Larry, right? Yeah. No, the part of the brain that controls.
That's why everyone in musical theater does jazz.
That's why jazz hands are so real, yeah. Anyway.
Not really.
The part of your brain that controls the movement of your hands is right next to the part of the brain that controls the movement of your mouth and your vocal cords and everything like that. So literally, that's why it's so easy for us and so natural for us to talk with our hands, right? So when we actually shake our hands, it activates that other part of our brain too, that part of our motor cortex that controls the movement of our vocal cords. And so it will encourage that shaking. The last thing, Lisa, that you should do is try to force it through your, without like doing something like this. I have had a student who literally used his tongue and it was a yodel for the longest time.
And let me say what she just said. The last thing you should do is try to force it. I want to put that phrasing in there because the last thing you should do is try to force it. I wanted to make sure that wasn't received the wrong way.
No, don't say, no, I don't want you to should.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah, so anything else?
I mean, I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's more that you can do, but that's a nice, simple solution, so we'll leave it at that.